Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, giving my thoughts in this one on the recent announcement that the Walking Dead video game will get an ending after all. It has been picked up by Skybound after the collapse of Telltale. Alright, and I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go ahead and check this one out. It's from Variety, where they have the details so you can read through it yourself if you're interested. So this is pretty good news for fans of the Walking Dead game series from Telltale. Of course, if you guys didn't know, I've done a video on this already. It's in the channel if you haven't seen it. Telltale is going out of business. So they're basically shutting down, and there was some projects that they said that they were going to finish with a skeleton crew, and there's been some controversy around that, of how much of a skeleton crew it is and this kind of thing, and just a lot of questions up in the air about Telltale. And of course, one of the biggest concerns was for fans of the Walking Dead video game series is that, you know, if Telltale goes out of business like this and they basically are not able to finish the Walking Dead game, then Clementine and you know, the characters that are in the game, you know, what's going to be the end of their story, or how does that story end off? So luckily, it looks like Robert Kirkman's company Skybound is stepping in, and it says the final episodes for Telltale games The Walking Dead, the final season, will be released after all, with Skybound taking over development and publishing of the game. Walking Dead creator and Skybound founder Robert Kirkman announced Saturday Skybound also hopes to keep the original Telltale development team intact so they can be the ones to finish the season. So it sounds like they're going to try to basically finish the project just under you know, Skybound's umbrella. I'm happy to hear personally that you know, that Skybound is willing to step in and take over the project to figure this thing out, see how it's going to go, and then actually release it to the fans. Because, I mean, that's the biggest thing. If you have a series that runs, the last thing you want is for it to get canceled before it's been given a fitting ending in terms of the creative and the story. In terms of the story, you always want, be it a TV series, video game series, or whatever, to have some kind of resolution at the end. With zombie apocalypse, it doesn't always have to be a major character death. You don't have to always kill off the lead. You don't have to necessarily have the ending for the video game to kill off Clementine or something. But you know, you could just have some kind of fitting ending for the game where it reaches some kind of climactic point in the last few episodes or season, and then, you know, maybe you do a happy ending or something like that, which I think would be really good for fans. So it says here, we've successfully negotiated with Telltale Games for our company Skybound to come in and see Season 4 of the Telltale game to completion, Kirkman told an audience at New York Comic Con Saturday night. We can't lose Andrew Lincoln and Clementine in the same year, right? So you forgot about Madison from Fear, or maybe you don't care, right? So yeah, so that's oh man, that's crazy. So then it's got a lot more details about kind of, you know, everything regarding the situation, what happened, and that whole kind of deal. So great news for people that were wondering or were worried about whether or not the game would get an ending. It sounds like Skybound is going to be there to ensure that it does one way or another for the fans, which it might be a bit tricky for them to do because, you know, to try to get the other devs to come in to do it, some of them might have already started trying to find other jobs. They might have already some of them might have found other jobs already and be moving on. Granted, game design is something where it's pretty niche. So if they still want to work in game design, then it could take them a little while to find other, you know, positions with other gaming companies or programming or whatever they're going to do, graphic design, whatever, who knows, whatever career options are open to them. Or I suppose they could always just take a job doing whatever, right? So, but happy news. Great to hear it. Wanted to let you guys know, and certainly when you guys play the game through, when it actually is released and everything, and you finish it up, leave me a comment. Let me know how it turns out and what the ending of the game ends up being here in the next year or two, whenever it releases and whenever everything goes through. Because I'd be interested to hear, in terms of a story perspective, you know, what happens in the end and how it all ends up. But that's great news. Last thing you want is for the series to end without a proper, official ending and just to get cut off, leaving the audience to always wonder, well, what is the ending? And it kind of ruins the series as a result. So luckily, Skybound is there to say, no, this is Walking Dead property, so we're going to want to make sure that that it gets done right for the fans of The Walking Dead. So that's great. That's it for this video, guys. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, please thumb it up below. Share, favorite, and I'll see you again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.